Good morning, Dr. Titus.
Good morning, sir. Are you hearing me?
All right, you're welcome, sir. Please, you can share your slides so that we kick off right away. Please, let's remind our colleagues to name their devices appropriately so that they can join the call.
Please, can you see my slides?
Yes, your slide can be seen, but it's not on slide.
Huh?
It's not on full screen. Slide view.
How about now?
Not. Yes, it is now. It is now. It's perfect.
Am I audible enough?
You are clear and loud.
Thank you very much. Yeah, thank you, everyone. I want to say thank you to my prof for the privilege to be part of this again, and I celebrate her because she has raised a lot of people, including myself, and here we are going through her meticulous and consistent effort that is seen all over the world. Thank you so much, ma'am. Yeah, today just I'm going to talk about something that is very critical, very important to us, and without this, actually, academic will be boring. I mean, it's going to be a boring thing actually. So, and please, how many minutes will I speak? For how many minutes? I'll be guided. How many minutes?
40 minutes.
For this session.
40 minutes. 40 minutes.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Good question. Okay.
So, yeah, one thing I want, if you have your biro there, your pens, your notebook, I want you to write some things down, because I want us to know we're in the 4th month and we need to do some graphical narratives of where we are going. So, because it's going to be partly practical and partly theoretical. So I want you to write down, because we are talking about grant winning and the creative mindset about it. Okay. And if there's anything that will not make you to go far in this academic as a student or as an academia in the academia, it is grant winning, because you can't depend on salary. Okay, even though they increase salary twice, you can't use it to pay flights to America or to UK. You have to go and borrow. And why will you borrow to go and for presentation? And that is why winning grant is very important. And if there's anything you must determine to have is to win grant. And the truth is this, Professor, our Prof, Mommy, she's, look at, I'm following her, is it bumper to bumper? She's sending in a lot of grant and course every day. I still check it last night. And sometimes 10, sometimes 15. I check them one by one. Okay? And I'll be telling myself, why are people not winning? See opportunity, free of, and so I say, I don't know where it is. I don't know where they are keeping it. It is there. They are sending it every day. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm saying this is real. People are winning, and you can win. But be determined and be creative in the current world. So I'll go to my slides now. Sorry for this. Anyway, it's part of my class. I need to introduction. Grant writing and winning is real. Some say I've tried it. The thing is failing. Try again. So winning is real. It's possible. Okay, it's real. Writing a winning grant requires combination of innovation, creativity, the thorough understanding of the grant requirements and objectives. Okay. What is grant itself? Grant is not a loan. When you go to bank now with the current bank policy, if you want to go and take 1 million in the bank, you will be charged 30% to pay. On top of that, you're going to pay at least 1.3 million. But grant is not loan. It's to do a particular work, and there's no way from there, you depending on your budget, you'll be able to travel, you'll be able to do one thing or the other. You'll not be using your salary to pay some other things. Even maybe you want to publish from there. It's real. It is real. But you need innovation. And thank you for what, I will always say it, for what Prof is doing, because you can't see grant 111 or grant 4110 or grant 134 in your, some of us, this is the first time we are listening to something grant. All right? And because COR is organizing it every Friday, every Saturday, there is a kind of free training. So it is real. Grant writing is crucial skill for researchers. Unfortunately, it's not in our curriculum. Thank God we have it here now. Seeking funding to support your projects, whether you are need to get grants, and you will get from today, I know. By the time you follow the principles and the guidelines, we can handle the whole thing. But the point is, we have a platform for writing publishing book. So we are going to do some kind of activity that some of you that want to write and want to start, or you are writing, you have been feeling, we will push it again and take it from there. And this, you must, a professor was telling me, said, you know that I've never won grant in my life. But he said, why are you connecting this one to this? I've never, I said, no, because I mean, in Nigeria, you can be a professor without winning a grant, but some other places, without bringing money to university, you can't even get promotion. In fact, they will tell you your position is no longer vacant. And that is why you must determine to win grant in your life. What is your target for this year? So write it down. What is your target? If you have your diary, write it down. What is your target to this? Can you write it down? And I'm serious now. Write down. At least I want to win. If it is IBR, that is institution-based research. Okay. Maybe I will tell you more about it, because I went to find out in TEDfund yesterday, and it's closing this month, 26th or 25th of April, and you can still write. All right. And we can guide you by God's grace. Little we know. All right. And not only that, as I'm talking to you now, Oxford University is giving grants. So, and there are several fellowship and grants that you can win. And it is immaterial whether you are in science or you are. Anyway, I will get to it, because I'm a musicology. You wonder, what is music even doing with grants? Okay, is it not to sing and dance? Okay, even in the dancing, you can apply for grants. And you want to dance, what kind of dance? The steps in dancing for society, so bringing solutions. So write it down. I mean, you can say, this year I want to win at least one. Maybe you are just starting. You can win 2. You can even you can win 3. You can win 4. I will tell us a lot of testimony that one of my mentees, that today as I'm talking to you now, she got 3. She just finished 1, and we only see once. There's another one we've never seen in our life. She's currently in US, and you can win. She's not a musicologist. In fact, there's one in South Africa. She's in computer science engineer. But I have to, by God's grace, the little I know, and I know it's a general knowledge, and she's there. She'll be spending 2 years, and there are a lot of testimony you can see in this, and that is why I know there are a lot of things. Why should you win grants? Because you need the money. You have to become globally feasible, global feasibility. I want you to type your name. If you look at our professor, type her name, you see more than 200 publications. Not only that, in fact, what I did is that, maybe, I'm sorry I have to say this, I printed her CV. I printed it, and I said, oh God, you must do something in my life. Even till now, because when I look at the CV, I say, this is a human being like me, who God has helped, and God can help me. That's what I do. I printed the CV of some of my professors too, and I was looking at places where they published, but I can't use my money to publish, except it is being sponsored. We will get to that place. And why should I take my office? I told myself, my office must be taken care by grant. whether university is paying for it or not, it is material. My write-up must be able to take care of my office, take care of my basic things. My salary is for me and my family. It's not for research. Research must take care of, and that is why by God's grace, that mindset, I was able to win several, and I'm still winning. All right. And why must you win? Because you need it. There's global knowledge economy, and you have great effort, great impact to contribute. That is why you win. It's just like we are going to Akinola Market. I'm currently in Nigeria, okay, and we have Akinola Market. People go to market today. Akinola Market is one of the markets in around Ife here, and everybody goes there either to sell, to buy, or to do something that we know. So you are going to the market with your package, and there are people that are actually ready to buy what you have. Financial backing with the current Nigeria woes. Those that are not winning ground will be friends to progressive society. They be borrowing. It's not bad to borrow. Even if you are winning, you can still go there to pick some things for some. I just want to. It's my money, so I can just go there. Not because I don't have. Okay. So what I'm saying is that there will be poverty and hunger. Okay. Hunger doesn't recognize PhD certificate. No. Hunger actually. It is grants that we solve any form of problem, and great publications. How do you want to publish without grants? Because in fact, maybe I'll show you some sites. There are some sites now, when you publish, they pay you. In fact, I told myself last year, somebody sent my paper, they publish it. I sent it. They said I was going to pay 40,000. I told the person, I'm sorry, I've overgrown. I'm an international person now. I withdraw my paper. You didn't tell me I'm going to pay. You will pay me for publishing, not me paying. No, my own now is, if you want me to publish, you pay. If I see people that I also take free once in a while, but I want to be paid for publishing. Because if I go to the field, look at the training we've been having here on publishing. Yes, there are some that are open access, and you can also get open access. These are some of the things. How can you get paid for publishing? Okay. The truth is, I'm getting paid for publishing. There are two papers I did now. I was paid almost $1,000 for it. Okay, $1,000 in Nigeria. You know what it means? Network. When you are winning, you are having network. In fact, sometimes you don't need to even apply. They just say, "Are you free? Can you come?" That is why you should publish. You should win grant. Build your university ranking. Part of the way we rank the university is through winning grants. Because when you say Olusegun Titus, you always see Obafemi Awolowo University there. You always see Obafemi Awolowo University there. They always go together. Okay, and that one will bring kind of ranking to at least to the university. Arts versus sciences. I know sciences said 70 sciences globally. The grant now, even right from time, it is about 30% art, 70% sciences. So those in sciences, you don't have any reason not to win. We in arts, we're going to math science. That is why we are doing music and medicine, music and ecology, because music and traveling to space, music and solar power, music and healing cancer, music and solving electricity, music and water system. That is it will go. You wonder how does it connect? That is why we are here. So if you are in art, you can win. You are in sciences. Look, the world is at your feet. The world is innovation in grant writing. Innovation refers to the process of introducing new ideas, methods, products, or services that result in positive and meaningful change. And let me say this: if you don't have a mindset, a change mindset, an idea from what you are doing before, you can't win grants. Many of what you say, it's not my area. This is not my area. Which area is not your area? So if you get money, is there any money that is not useful for you? Ethically gotten. I say this naira is the people from Osun State. This naira is for people in Ondo State. No, that is why you should have innovation. What is new about what you are doing? What is the new method, the new products or services you are rendering through your grant writing? I was in a meeting. I was invited as a consultant And the board of directors, they met, they said, as a consultant, I should join the meeting. And the people said, see, this year we have too much money. We cannot steal. There's not Nigerian something. We cannot steal it. Please advise us as we send. I was feeling like jumping up. I said, no, calm down. Calm down. You are a professor. You are becoming professor gradually. Calm down. And I was saying, see, people are announcing that they have too much money and they are taking advice on how to spend it. So now say, okay, let's train students, let's give them grants, let's give them fellowship, let's do that. But they will need, let's train them like this kind of training. Let's train them because we cannot, the grant, we cannot lower the standard of their proposal. So let's train them, let's give them accommodation, let's pay their flight. I said, wow. And they said next, because we cannot return the money. And the money for next year will be more. I said, my heavens. And we are here saying you are a senior lecturer, you are getting 250,000 that will not buy fuel for a whole month. Are you not going to eat and feed your family? That is why you should get grant. It involves the application of creativity to address existing problems. What are the problems we have in Nigeria? So many. Look at life as I'm talking to you, for so long, I've been in Germany, for almost more than a year, I never see life getting bleak just for one day. But even as I'm talking now, there's no light in my office here in Nigeria. I've done solar, I have solar in my house, but the point is this: it is very critical and very important, okay, for you to solve a problem. What problem are you solving? What need are you meeting? Or what creative opportunities are you improving? You must create one that is, and it's not creativity. It's not something. I'm just in an area. This area is very innovative. Are you sure? Are you sure it's new? Someone went to US for a PhD and said this is a Nigerian. This topic is very fantastic. It's new. When the person got to US, he discovered that books have been written about it was broken. The books have been written about his idea. He just want to write PhD, but books have been written about it. And that is why you need to do something that is new, that is creative. Pictures of an innovative grant proposal, novelty, creativity, problem solving. Don't worry, we are going to share this this PowerPoint slides after implementation, innovation. You implement adaptability, adapting. Like I created a program for my department, although let me not go with that. They said nobody is doing it in Nigeria, so they cannot do it. But anyway, I'm still trying to push music and sustainable development goals for PhDs and masters. I've formed the curriculum. I've prepared the curriculum for masters, for PhD, and that is what is taking me all over the world. Music and sustainable development goals. The 17. Improvement, risk taking, take risk. Creativity in grant writing. Creativity is the ability to generate novel and valuable ideas, solutions, expression, and so. Creativity is not limited to artistic endeavors. It plays a crucial role in various fields, including sciences, businesses, technology. But here, we are talking about grants. There must be originality. There's a kind of things happening in this part of the world that you just say, this is, like I said before, this is not my area. Please expand your mind. Sometimes somebody say, think outside the box. Think as if there's no box. I think that is the logo now. Just assume box doesn't exist and walk. Okay? And just release your mind. In fact, for me, sometimes I got with the way I operate now. I do some grants just because it's in music, but there are some that are not in music at all. Maybe they will pay me. How about if I want to sell tomato? Will I say it must relate to music? No. There are some grants you have the ability. Look at our professor here. She's in dental, but she's talking about dental and HIV, dental and this, dental, and sometimes there's no dental info included, just health. And that is how you operate, open-minded, and before you know it, you will win. And I'm sure here we are about 182. Before the end of this year, at least 25% of us must win, because we want to see you say thank you, congratulate. We want to congratulate you on this platform that you are winning, and it's possible because they are there. The money is there. The people to train you, they are there. Okay, and the only thing now is because they will not come to your village, they will not come to your department. and to come and give you. There must be influencing, problem solving, originality, risk taking, like I said before, connecting to global debate, SGD, and sorry, there's an error here. I'm sorry for my errors. So connecting to global, look at the 17 global sustainable development goals. Okay, is very critical. Sustainable, yes, SDG, sustainable development goals. These are the things you have to tailor your work with, because this is what United Nations are working with now. Look at it. Which one can you pick? I tried to pick about half of it, about 10. And I know even actually there's no one I'm leaving outside, because I need look at these are problems. Can you solve? Is there anything you can do to solve life problems? Yeah, there are people that are talking about solar energy, but can you do some innovation? You cannot do everything, just little part. Can you talk about waste? Can you talk about even markets? If you can help these women to make their business better, to sell faster and make things better, they will pay. They are ready to pay you. So we have local winning and national winning. So we can make our research to build city, urban spaces. I can work now on what we call music and automobility infrastructure. Okay, automobility infrastructure. Last 2 weeks, I was telling someone I saw a call in France. I was saying maybe on energy, and it was already late. See, I wrote. I don't know whether it's extension, and I wrote to them music, oil exploration, and electricity history in Nigeria. What? Even though it has closed, they will bring me in. They want me to come and talk about it. And they said, but they didn't say they will sponsor me, but they now call. The sponsorship, in case you are interested. Why you ask? These are people. They ask too much. Whether I'm interested. They said, do you want to take flight or train? Why should I take flight? There is an opportunity of flight. Before you know it, I've been booked again. It's going to be in June, but I've been booked. They've booked my flight. All right? And booked my hotel. What I'm saying is, opportunities are there. Yeah, it doesn't mean that there won't be rejection, but opportunities, they are there. Look at the problems. The problems give you opportunity. When there's problem, then is a way of solving, bringing opportunity.
Hello, sir.
The more in the interdisciplinary. And today we just proposal of grant writing and not the rest. So hello.
We lost you for some seconds, but you're audible now.
Hello.
We lost you for some seconds, but I hear you now.
Oh, thank you very much. I think it's part of what we have to solve to have permanent internet. Thank you. So, if you're in humanities, can you do something about mathematics? 3 weeks ago, I was I was here at UAU. The Department of Mathematics are presenting. They are doing conference, and I said, "How did the mathematics of the rain and flow?" Just to connect to. It's not. I don't know much about mathematics, but I know a little measurement. Talk about your bad way of measuring. So, connecting. Global invisibilization, make your work austerity. If you don't package your packaging is what is package your proposal, package your math, then apply and apply and apply and apply and apply. Don't be discouraged that you got rejections. It's normal. I started for one of my proposals, African Humanities, the ACLS. I started applying in 2009. But I didn't win till 2020. That's about 11 years after. But I wasn't discouraged. I saw I won it before they stopped. The same thing, Rachel Casting. I didn't win once, but I continue. I was working on it. And I got it. So there are several applications. You have to continue making applications. And with it, you will win. And I know with the grace of God, you will. Sorry, I like to talk about what I know and about myself once in a while. It is the grace of God, but you have your role to play. All right? I told someone that Can you do this? He said, maybe God did not want me to win. I said, what? The professor. He said, maybe God. So God did not want me to win. I wonder, how do you people carry religion? How did they make God to use God to hinder themselves from progress? All right. But anyway, I want God want me to win, and I'm winning. Just to tell you some of the areas you can still write and win, because they are still there. Some are still on, some will be coming. And I know after now we get in touch, because of the other one we presented, I'm still in touch with several, and they are writing. By the grace of God, I've been able to win more than 30 travel grants. Okay, as a musicologist, I've done about 13 visiting fellowships and 4 different research grants. All right, I'm still following our Prof, because if you see her CV, print it's online. I went there and I printed it. So I'm trying to say, oh God, help me. Because yes, these are the people to follow. These are scholars. Currently, I'm Alexandra Humboldt here in Germany. This one is open 247. You can apply, and if you win it, they try to even increase the stipend of fellows now. Before they give 3,000, but 3,170. But now they give almost 3,500. They said no, they want them to be relaxed because of the economy of the thing. Then we have constant. There are several universities abroad that are ready to give grants. There is Andrew Mellon and visiting school. You can be visiting on the roads. These are some of the ones I've won, and I know you can also. Like I said, we are going to give this slide after. We have LMU. LMU, I think there's a call currently. If those of them that are into environmental, you don't need to be in environment before you win environmental grants. I was not in environment. I was doing Regu music. I know that this will not take me far. I have to enlarge. Maybe you are not into environmental. Add it. Charter City. I build urban spaces to my work too. I'll look at what is music, oil and gas. What is music mean, oil and gas? Am I in engineer? Am I in civil or geologic? I'm in music. But I'm winning grants on I'm also like Richard Cassin gave me grants on what? Honeybee. What is Honeybee doing with music? But I was able to coin it. That's what got innovation. Today, as I said, is to arose to just to ginger also. UNESCO called me to make me a research fellow. I did not apply. They just said, "See, we saw this. That you must join this team." And you can be research associate to foreign universities. When you are research associate, any publication they pay you, just acknowledge them that you are also a research associate in some of the universities. Some of them, sometimes they pay you $1,000, some $1,000 US, sometimes $500 US. Okay. IFRA is also, in fact, IFRA, I think they still have a core. I don't know whether it has closed. They have a core now that is on. We have the Nagel, we've got one, and Ford Foundation. They're always giving grant. We have the African Feminists. They also give. There are so many, so many. My joy is that many of my undergraduate and postgraduate are also winning. Okay, one of my undergraduate at a time 1 year. And we are also publishing undergraduates, publishing their paper in co-publishing in high impact journals, high impact maybe chapters too. And so your publication you will enjoy publishing, because you know that it's coming even through grants. Sometimes it may not come through grant, but there's no way you get grants. The end result, one of them must be publication, okay, and presentation. Like I said, I have to develop a new idea called ecomusicology, which is ecology and music. Like I said, I want to talk a little bit about myself, because as a musicologist, we are the least to be seen. Who want to his children to go and be studying music for our soul, when we have several global rated things. But today, music is also a global. In fact, I don't know any other course I can do apart from music. All right, and so ecomusicology and what we call medical musicology and peace building. All right, but now we are going global. We are looking at space traveling, music and space traveling. How does it relate? Sit down. Somebody say they play. Pardon me. They play. So we are moving towards it. That's what innovation and creativity. Begin to think now and write. I know some of you are writing. What new thing do you want to develop? You cannot develop something new until you have seen research. Literature. you have to read literature to know what is new. Because so that you not be repeating what has been done in the past. Okay, here are some of the publications I mean, innovative and creative in medical musicology. All right, and you can talk about dental health. So I'm here. I publish on dental health and on other areas too. We talk about cardiovascular response of a 6-minute treadmill. And can singing evoke a significant? You can imagine. I'm now in the rehabilitation medicine and rehabilitation medicine. Who cares? So music has a lot like this, a lot. And sounding, even take still there in the Western world, and they are still looking for solutions. And you can be agent of solution through your grant. Music and climate change, and bringing in and DAD. For maybe your master's student PhD, you can apply to DAD. Even you travel with your family. So your opportunity. By those days, I was one of the consultants at the time, and we can still talk about it after now. I just want to show you opportunities, the places where you can send your paper, where you can send your here I'm connecting music and gas. Yes, it has a lot because there are something about oil and gas, and you bring it not just journalistic, but you make it kind of theoretical framework, theoretical conceptualization, or what we call eco-performativity. Okay, your kind of coinage, bring all these jingoism, musical jingoism, all the melodic contours, okay, or serpentine and harmonic narratives about musicology or musicking or ecomedicology, bringing medical and musicology into being. With that, there's no way I'm not looking at human and non-human narratives. These are different areas you can work. Excuse me. You can fix your. Maybe you may say, I don't even understand what this guy is saying. Thank God I think we are recording, and you have access to the recorded work. And by the time you listen to it again, and then we get in touch, you can get in touch with me. We can take it from there to see what are you doing? Where are you? What can you apply for? Okay, but what is true, what is really you can win. And we talk about, look at Rachel Carson that I told you, music and poetry. And maybe you're into sciences, you're in a Greek, last year I was called because I'm working on music and soil. You wonder what is music doing with soil? Yeah, there's a kind of theoretical framework, methodological framework that we're able to connect and make it multidisciplinary. All this thing I do is within musical narratives. And then I look at honeybee. Now I'm looking at if that they sing in as much that there's money there, because we can do using analytical tools to navigate this the narratology about insects and their singing pattern. Even the basic indigenous, maybe you say I'm into cultural narrative. Actually, our word is the word of culture. We have cultural sustainability. So I look at the basic music and oil and conflict management in Nigeria, sponsored by Andrew Mellon. And this there, we sounding the sea. The sea, how does the sea sound? So music has gone beyond just four-part harmony and looking at the contour or the fugue and all the counterpoint. No, we've gone beyond that. We are going to the society. How does music solve the issue of hunger? So you want to study. How does it take care of the society? You are into religion. How does it solve? If you are studying, the religious science or whatever, can you bring God's solution to Boko Haram and the northern pastoralists? Okay, pastoralists and hadis, this conflict of pastoralists and bringing conflict and joining it with environment, with religious background, you will win grants. They will call you, will be tired of grants. You'll be tired. You will win plenty. As I said, we have to take it from God. I know we are at different levels, and we have to take it from where we are, from where you are to where you should be. Now look at Omiyale sounding the mathematics of the rain and flood. How does mathematics come into flood and sound? Yeah, we talk about the calculated measure of rain and how did they sound. Now I'm collecting sound samples, sound from tap water, sound from rain, sound from tsunami, sound, and then we want to do we want to do exhibition of what we call soundscape tsunami from different parts of the world. But I just pick Omiyale, and how does it narrate the narratives of Omiyale flood as a representation, as a signifier of global spaces where flood is actually taking place. We also talk about musicking cocoa and chocolate. You wonder, here, this is another one. But we got a grant, some grant for this one, and the paper is coming out next year. We have presented some of these things in our past program, but we need to say it again, so that we can be sure that this thing is, that it's real. Quality of the fundable proposal. Your proposal will be fundable if it is innovative. There's one big problem that will be one of the challenges that you are going to face is how to depart from your comfort zone. Just say this is my. Even in your department, you don't see any other area. I'm a linguist. I'm a syntax. Yeah, in English. Anything outside syntax, count me out. They will count you out of. You are not going to get money, because why can't you look at social linguistics? Why can't you look at the modal ability? And with that, your innovation, innovativeness, impactful. Does it have economic, technological, or societal impact? What kind of impact is it bringing? Can you recognize some impact it brings? Contribute to current debate. Actually, research and grants, they give because there's a problem discovered. And they want you to just talk a fraction of 1% of your contribution that will be added to the debate. It's like that there's a foundation and you're building the block. You only just be half of a block. Build it, because they are building. How many story building? 100. But they just need half of a block of yours, of your research. Thinking outside the box. This is where you have to start working. Allow my mind to go wide and say, what idea? Just try to bring idea from nowhere. And you know that this is because you have read wide, you know that this thing does not, there's a way they put it, but it's not in the proper shape. You are adding it. Thinking outside the box. Please, if there's anything I will advise now, thinking not just outside the box, burn the box, because you may be tempted to run inside the box again. Sometimes multidisciplinary approach, there's no way you can go far. In fact, when I was doing my PhD, I got several grants, not related to my PhD, because I know the PhD, I told somebody somewhere, I know this PhD, this is not actually what I did, but I did it. But after that, I said, you can sit down, let me come and face my life, because it will limit my approach and my thing. So you can just finish it. And I started working on oil and gas, and started working on music and politics, music and HIV, music and cancer, and I was getting grants. I was able to, so think multidisciplinary. Never say this call is not in my area. Sorry for the spelling error. Some say, it's not my area. That's not my area. That's not my it's not my focus. As far as I'm concerned now, there's no focus that is not musically focused. I can bring music there, and you can also collaborate. Collaboration is another powerful thing. Start today. Write it in your notes. If possible, a whole page. Just write, start today. Think, start today, think, start today, think, start today, think. Can you write it? I want you to write in your notes. Start today, start today, start today. How do you start today? My department here, they know me. 8 to 10 of my time, except this kind of program, which is the part of what I do, what we should be doing. 8 to 10 of my time is for my research. It's for me. I lock my door, I off my phone. 2 hours a day for research. It's rather I'm writing, or I'm responding, or I'm applying, or I'm sending, or I'm reviewing, or at least 2 hours every day. I off my phone. There's nothing like, hey, hello, Titus. Don't greet me. This is not the time to greet. Hey, how are you? In fact, sometimes we go to the library here and stay in the library, OAU library. That you can't make noise. I don't. One of the students told me, I said, what class are you? I said, no problem. Even though, what class are you? I said, what class are you? He said, I'm in 200 level. Anyway, I'm in OAU here, sir. It doesn't material. You can just stay somewhere where nobody will disturb you. 2 hours daily for grant writing. This is different from publishing. It's different from writing for publishing. If you're a lecturer, please lecture. but never allow lecturing to hinder you from writing, because they will not promote you because you lecture, but they promote you because you are able to publish well. You are not publishing for promotion. You are publishing for global feasibility and knowledge economy, knowledge contribution to solve global problems. And promotion will just be natural. It's just one of the benefits of public. You are promoted in Nigeria Federal University. You look at the salary. Last year, where was that? I was announced associate professor. And when I look at what they are paying, it's good. It's federal government. I was so sad because the name is too big than the money. It's extremely big than the money. It's almost what they will even pay you for a month. That's what they pay you for a year, something like that. And you look, but that is why you should go beyond salary. In fact, remove your mind from salary, because you can get as much as possible for your research. Do not introduce your proposal to someone that lacks integrity. That's another thing. Say, you just had, wow. You have to be careful. There are some, so to say, professors that lack integrity. They publish the paper of their students without involving them, without bringing them in. That's terrible. So contact those with who has the mind of God, like our Prof here. Okay, you can share your idea. You can also share with me. I have more than enough, and actually I have several platforms that I'm mentoring. Some of my mentors, many of them are here too. So, and please share your mind with those like mind. Okay, and professors in your field is good, but the truth is, I contact professors all over the world. In fact, one of my main mentors is in anthropology. Not in music, is in anthropology, and I can never forget him. I was doing my PhD there, and he said that was 2011. I mean, since then things have been transformed. Expect rejections again and again. Rejection is part of the game. If you don't want rejection, then leave academic, leave this one. And sometimes you may be thinking you will win, you may not even win. And sometimes you write, you are not even expecting to win. There is one I wrote for Ford Foundation. It's only for women. They said feminism. So I wrote, I wasn't doing feminism before. I'm the only man that is among them. Because they are feminist something, because I look at oil and gas, feminist, ecofeminism and oil and gas, and I was selected. Never allow rejection to hinder you from enjoying grants. It's like saying, honeybee bite me. Then because of that, you don't want to go and take mango. No, you don't allow rejection. I started 2009 for one fellowship. I was applying almost every yew, and they will say this man has come again, but I got it, and they will pay you $20,000 US. That was 2020 when COVID was so terrible. I was laughing to these outside people. Get trusted mentors in your area or outside your department. Trusted mentors. Actually, you can't go far without mentors. Mentors will guide you. For instance, you are going to Kaduna and you are facing Lagos, because I know most of us here, we are Nigerians. I know that outside. There's no way, but mentors will guide you. Look at this one. So even if you have the rejection, it will be for one other reason in which you also be guided. But you need trusted mentors. Start with a small grant. Another issue is this: if you start now and say, I must be, that you're a professor now, doesn't mean you will win grants. In fact, if you're a professor, you have not been winning, your chances are very slim, because they want to see what you have been professing. How many grants have you been winning when you were lecturer one, when you are senior lecturer, when you are associate professor? But you can now do fertilization, like they do fertilization of the seed. Oh, my time is over. So I will stop, please. Start with small grants. Solid publication is partly critical. Conclusion: through innovation and creativity, it is possible to have a breakthrough in grant writing and winning in the humanities and social sciences, and also in sciences, if we are persistent and consistent. I'm happy to, and I appreciate all my funders. These are some of the funders that funded my project. I want to say thank you to Oxford University, Ford Foundation, Mellon Foundation, UNESCO, Pivos, University of Constance, DAD, ACLS, SWAS, Obafemi Awolowo University, Alexandra, Tech Fund, Road University, Nager Institute, Infra, Rachel Carson, and several others. I want to say thank you for blowing me and making me to be in global space. Thank you for listening. It's time for questions. Thank you. I'm sorry for taking I believe.
Yes, thank you very much. You've actually inspired me, and I'm sure you inspired many of us on this call. So right now, we'll be taking questions. You can put your questions on the chat box or raise your hand, your e-hand on the Zoom platform so that we can be recognized. Mr. Toby, please let me go through the chat if there are any questions pending while I also look for if there's any hand up. Okay. Chineye Anaya.
Sorry, apologies for that. Dr. Kudus just dropped off the call. So I'm just going to take Chineye Anaya.
Okay.
All right.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Prof. I'm really grateful for this opportunity to join the chat this morning. And the things I heard, they were actually very profound. And I want to say thank you to all the organizers of this weekly talk and seminars. My question and gratitude is to the Prof that took the session this morning. My question is, the things I've heard this morning are actually very motivating, and I'm wondering, how do we get started? You know, that thing about start today, I had to write it boldly on my book, start today, you know. How do we really start without help in our immediate environment, where we may not really have people to really push us and encourage us? Is there any way we can get not really motivation, but is there any way we can get a push from this platform? Is there anybody that can be like an accountability, not partner now, like someone that is a mentor and someone that we can be accountable to make sure that this thing we can pull through it, at least get, even if it's a small grant, you know, that will be a motivation to applying for bigger ones. But how do we get started? How can we get started without that falling back to the normal inertia that we've always had about grant? Because someone like me, whenever they talk about grant, I don't even think it's something I can get. Like he mentioned it, I think I fell in. I'm among the categories of persons that don't think that we can always get grants. So, but what I heard this morning has actually given me that push, that initial push. How do I sustain it to make sure that I can actually start, even if it's very small? Thank you very much.
Okay. Should I answer that one?
Yes, sir. Please go ahead, sir.
Okay. Thank you very much. That's why I said, maybe a master student or degree student, you can start from the little, from maybe travel grants, or sometimes IFRA gives kind of workshop grants. Okay, some of my students started with like that. Okay, and so you can start from maybe, for instance, maybe 200 euro, 300 euro. Before you know, 500. I started with 180,000 naira. That's my first grant from IFRA. Okay, but another thing that will happen is for you to collaborate with a lecturer on maybe IBR, something like that, in your university. That will be another way. Or we do a research assistant for them, and then they are incorporated into the body. But as per mentoring, and we there are so many of us. I'm sure you're on the platform. There are so many people many of us you can contact, and yeah, I know everybody is busy, but we'll be able to create at least little time to engage with you. And like you have said, it's just to keep the spirit. It's possible, and you can win. I don't know what but I study music, degree for master's, PhD, the music, and several. I'm still winning. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. Please, I'll advise those that will be asking questions to please go straight to the question that I can take as many as possible. Chika, please, you have the floor.
Oh, thank you very much for this innovative training. I'm very, very happy about it. And thank Professor Morenike for what you are doing. Please, my question is this. You said you were paid for fellowship, 20,000. What does that one mean? Is it they paid you to use it to do the fellowship, or what does it mean? Then please, I want you to expatiate on the travel grant and the workshop grant. How do you go for that? Thank you.
Okay. So let me start with the fellowship. With the, for instance, ACLS is American Council of Learned Society, although it's like, I think they stopped it partly. They try to encourage African researchers, okay, who are based in Africa to do research. Yeah, in fact, there are some they will ask you, there's a stipulated amount, $20,000 US. So if you write your proposal, they give it to you, you give it them, you submit, and they pick about 40 candidates every year. And then when you are selected, they just pay it to your account. Out of the 20,000, you have to respond, you have to send receipt of 1,000. So the rest, actually you go to the field, okay, but you have enough money to go to the field to write your work, to publish, and all the rest. So fellowship without money is not fellowship. Actually, it's not fellowship. Fellowship means you are being, although there are some that there's no money attached but training, but when talking about fellowship, normally it comes with money to help you, to build you. You understand? So travel grant, the workshop grant is like saying, okay, for instance, there's a workshop or conference, like I mentioned, there's a conference in France, and I was selected. So, and they pay my flights, and they book my accommodation instead of me paying from my hand. That is a kind of funding. You understand? And sometimes they pay your flight, they pay your accommodation, they also pay you cash. They give you that called honorarium. You understand? That is kind of fellowship that it's a form of grant. Okay, it's a form of grant. But we talk about fellowship. Sometimes you go, like, I'm currently I'm working in Germany, okay, on Humboldt fellowship as an experienced scholar, and it's going to be for 20 months. And at least if you can check it online for postdoc, those who have finished their PhD less than 4 years, they pay you 2,700 euro every month. Okay, and for those experienced, they pay you 3,200 euro every month. And then it's just for you to go. It's not that you are teaching. You are not teaching. You go to library, eat, go to library, eat and sleep, go to library, eat and sleep, and attend conferences and workshops just like this. And they also pay for you attending conferences apart from what they like. I'm in Nigeria now. They will pay me for coming to Nigeria. Thank you. Any other question? But we can continue this conversation
on the chat box if you have questions before we pick more hands. I know Prof is already answering some.
Yes, Prof is answering some. Yeah, Prof is answering most of them already. Yeah.
Okay, so let's take another hand. Charlie. Charlie,
I think it's Dr. Akindele.
Okay.
Dr. Akindele came up before Charlie, please.
Okay.
Please let Dr.
Sorry,
Akindele. Yes. Then Charlie, and then Shakira. Thank you.
Okay. All right. Sorry. Okay. Charlie, just hold on a little.
Okay.
Yeah. Dr. Akindele.
Yes, sir.
His audio is not connected.
I think Dr. Akindele is having issues.
We have only 6 more minutes. Let me just ask that others please put your questions in the chat box. We only have 6 minutes. And then maybe you take Charlie, or please, we won't cross over time. Thank you.
Hello.
Why?
Hello?
Hello.
I hear you.
Dr. Akindele is
Yes,
back.
thank you very much, sir. Thank you for the section, sir. Sir, I would like to ask, I want to believe you are an academic staff in Nigeria.
I mean,
How were you? Okay. How were you able to get all these grants? And you went, do I say simultaneously, you picked them up one by one? How were you able to manage university policy the departmental How were you able to do all that in order to
Okay, because of our time, let me just go straight to the point. One, some of them are just like this ACLS is online. I don't need to travel. I still do all my work in the department. So they just make to my account, and then maybe the weekend I go to the field to gather my data, and then sit down in my office to write the paper I need to write, and that's all. And then I enjoy myself. So then another one is I try to fix my fellowship during the holidays, or maybe they're almost through with exams. So that, and then I beg someone to help me to stand in. And some of this fellowship is not years. It's only this homeboat that has been 20 months. Okay, and I actually use my sabbatical. So sometimes there are 2 months, some 4 months. Okay, but some that's one that's a year. It's online. I don't need to travel. So I do my work, and because I want my student to win. It's not just me. So my student are also winning. So I have to do the work. And concerning departmental buha, contribute to the department. Sometimes you have issues, normal. So, but show that you care, and sometimes contribute meaningfully to building it. Okay, and I'm a Yoruba man. I don't need to. I prostrate. I don't. My professors, whatever. I respect my elders, and I respect them. I give them their honor, and I appeal to my friends and colleagues. And I mean, I'm able to scale through. So I don't have to be proud. And why should I be proud in the first place? So, and I got cooperation that I need. You understand? So it's not that I'm traveling every time, but I use my leaves, okay, and pleading, and also contributing my quotas. No, our time is gone, but maybe we can give us extra 10 minutes if possible. Okay, let's go ahead.
Okay, well, before you ask the question, you have to officially ask if it's okay. If yes, the audience will allow for extra 5 minutes. Let's do 5. I advise you to please drop your questions in the chat box. 5 will do, and then we can continue after. Thank you, and please make it just brief, like the last speaker, very brief. Yes, over.
Charlie.
Okay, thank you very much, Prof, for the presentation. It's mind-blowing for me. My question is, can people that are not in the academia, can they win grants? Thank you.
Okay, yes, they can win. There's grant for people, societal people. There are grant for even teachers. There are grant for NGO holders, those who have NGO. And sometimes they can even collaborate with academics. There are some grants that say you need to collaborate with policy people, with community people. So there are grants for those who are not in academic. But sometimes the concentration is more of academic. But there are grants for those not in academic. Thank you. Next.
Very much, sir. Shakira Ajeni Fuja.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, thank you. Good morning. And I'm very grateful to have been able to participate in this webinar. Dr. Titus' presentation, is just like an echo of some of my own perception about getting some of these things done. Even though I can't say I've actually won any grants per se, but I keep writing, I keep making efforts. So what I would like to request or ask is that, can we, through this platform, identify people that are within our field that have some of these experiences that we can partner with, that we can now put in some of these grants together? And I'm actually in the field of biotechnology, plant biotech, improvement of plants using biotechnology. So if we can identify people with experience on the platform that we can collaborate further with, so that we can achieve our goals. Thank you.
Sometimes I will even advise you to even go solo. Just do your own first, because in Germany there are several grants, and some of these plants, something this science, they want you massively. Okay, so sometimes I will say, why can't you do, as you are doing the collab, don't wait for collaborative, also do individual. All right, so that as you are doing collaborative, also try to do your own. You understand? And so that the two can go pari passu. So as you are doing while we wait to do the collaborative, at least your own will be faster. because collaborate may not be coming forth as we expect it. You understand? And but I think from now, Prof will be dropping some of these grants something to the platform, or maybe we create another platform for grants, something like that. That's my thing. Next.
All right, thank you very much, sir. I think we have one more hand up. That's Abdulwasi.
I think there's also Bemisola.
Yeah, thank you. My question is this: there is a time during the presentation when Prof mentioned there is a particular platform where he got paid for publishing some of his papers. So I wouldn't know if he will be willing to share that platform or that place to us. Can just look forward to that place.
So I will do that. I will do that. Next.
Okay, I think that's all the hands we have on up. Mr. Toby, do you have any questions?
Sorry, I saw some questions on the chat.
Okay, I know Prof was addressing something. Then you want to attend to?
I said, okay, he said, thank you, Prof, for meeting lecture. I wish to humbly ask Prof to kindly narrate briefly how to write a grant proposal in terms of when you now have a novel idea. I think we will continue this on the platform so that, because that's the structure. This and maybe I just feel like let me motivate us today, and then we take it from there. We now have how do you structure a proposal? Title, maybe abstract, the introduction, literature review, methodology, and blah 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 blah, and then budget writing. So these are different layers, but also depend on the caller. Some of the grant givers, they tell you this is how they want you to structure, but some they just leave it for you to do that. Maybe we find maybe sample that we can put here that we can look at. We don't have one that is, all round. One for all. No, the kind of specificity, in particular in relation to individual. A call. Yeah, I think I see another.
Okay. I think we'll just take Bemisola. If you can do it in 30 seconds because they're out of time already. Bemisola, 30 seconds, please. Just ask a question.
Okay, thank you. Good morning, and thank you for that insightful presentation. Yeah, I'm wondering whether it is possible, just like the last but one speaker said, that you try to find out who and who is doing what and let us network. I run an NGO and I've won grants before, at least some grants before, and I know what it takes to, of course, win grants. But it's also very important that I want to meet more people here and talk to them, share my experience, and then we have different kinds of experience around this area of grant writing and things like that. And finally, I would really want to meet with the last but one speaker on biotechnology on how I can network with her to do some of the things she wants to do. Thank you, and see whether we win grants. I appreciate it.
Beautiful. I think that so we're already networking. So I think what we can do is that maybe we can introduce ourselves on the platform, and then if you are not on the platform and you are here, you can just ask to be added. So and then or maybe you can send the link here for people to join, and then we can just say so this is what I do, and then I think we can take it from there. I'm sure probably and the team, they will do that. Thank you. I think that's please take it for the network. Okay.
Yes, thank you very much, sir. I would share the link to the Manuscript Hub on the chat box. I think we are out of time. I would like to thank you very much for not only inspiring us, but motivating us to start, and not to plan to start, but we should start today.